First and foremost, I want to thank Elizabeth May. This has been a very, very difficult period for her. My name's Dimitri Lascaris. I'm sorry. I'm from London West. Many of you will know, but perhaps many of you won't, that I have been advocating very vigorously and around the country over the last several months for the BDS policy. It was painful for me, as I'm sure it was painful for Elizabeth, to see the strains that this caused within the party. Ultimately, as strongly as I feel about human rights and about the rightness of the BDS policy, I also feel very strongly about the future of this party. I think that we're the only party that stands for progressive values in this country. And it would be a disaster. It would be a disaster if our voice were eliminated or even weakened on the Canadian political scene. We are an essential voice, and it is critical that we come together. And so I thank you very much for everything you've endured, and I can tell you it's been difficult for me, and I made some compromises in that room that were not easy. I'll just identify one. That resolution, the consensus resolution, does not endorse the BDS movement. It doesn't even refer to the movement. That was very hard for me to accept, but it was ultimately the right thing to do, because it is a strong and principled stand for human rights, and Joanne is absolutely correct. Joanne is absolutely correct that the level of effort and energy and compromise that went into this is essentially without precedent. And I'm going to ask you all to think very carefully about whether it makes any sense to even propose an amendment to this resolution, because I know that there are dozens and dozens of people in this room who were strongly supportive of the BDS policy. They're behind the consensus resolution, and if we start to change those words in a substantive way or in any way at all, it puts at risk this essential consensus that we've achieved. So I ask you all to get behind this resolution. Somebody mentioned that my name is not listed as a sponsor. That was an oversight. It has my full and complete support. Please get behind it. Thank you.